Hello, everyone. My name is Malcolm Shambana, and today I'm taking you in a quality management course. To be specific, we are looking at voice of the customer. Every business has, in some way, has to deal with internal delivery or or external delivery of product or services of which they are producing. So those people who benefit from whatever you are producing as a supplier or whatever you are selling, be it a service, they are known as your customer. So every success of a business depends on how your relationship is with those customers and how they perceive the products or services you are currently offering. So sit back, relax. You can take your drink, whatever makes you comfortable, as we dive into details of knowing how to assess the voice of your customer. Thank you. Who is a customer? The word customer is an everyday word used. So it's now a word you have been using for some time. I know even as we speak today, maybe you have used the word customer so many times just within the last 24 hours. Or client. Though the difference between a customer and client is a topic for another day, but today we are concentrating on the word itself. Who is a customer? A customer is a person or a business who purchases goods or services from another organization or another department within the organization. So we have two elements here. There is one coming externally, and the other one is coming from your internal within your organization. So when it comes to quality, they are equally important because they are all part of your supply chain and they should be treated with all importance they need. So customers usually state what product or services they want, but at times they do not give detailed specifications. In some cases, they can't define what they want, but they know what they want. Those are the customers. And some customers know what they want, but they can't tell the seller what they want. This puts the supplier in a really challenging situation. So many modules, devices have been brought up to try to assess understanding the customer, and it will be in your best interest if you understand the customer more than the customer understands him or herself. So there are several models which have been developed, and we are going to look at one of them, which is the Kano model. So among the ways we capture the information for us to understand what the customer wants is the model developed by Dr. Noraki Kano. It was developed in, I think, in the late 1970s and then published in 1984. It's a very useful tool which has stood the test of time. It's used to analyze what effect the the product which you have developed or produced on the customer satisfaction. So we will begin by first understanding the model itself, which has been used, of course, for thorough customer understanding. And this model has two dimensions, which is the achievement. Of course, it comes in a graphical form. The achievement axis, which is your x-axis, and the satisfaction axis, which is your y-axis. So these two dimensions, they show one, what the supplier has achieved, yourself as a supplier, what you have achieved in terms of the requirement of uh, the customer, And the y-axis shows how satisfied the customer is. It ranges from being very dissatisfied to very satisfied. Achievement also ranges from badly done to very well done. So Kano analysis has 5 pillars. The Kano analysis defines the link between realization of customers' requirement or needs and customer satisfaction. Noriaki Kano established the model and it's founded on 5 pillars of customer satisfaction. The 5 pillars are as follows: the basic attributes, or also known as expected attributes, the performance attributes, the excitement attributes. These are something to do with surprise attributes. We also have indifferent quality. You can also say indifferent attributes. And then we also have the reverse qualities. Also can say reverse attributes. So what are basic attribute or expected attributes? These are expected qualities of a product or service. Customers only become aware if they are missing. Those are obvious qualities or attributes. For example, if you buy a phone, you expect that phone you expect to be able to use that phone for making calls or receiving calls. Those are obvious attributes. And such attributes are generally unspoken. When you go to purchase the phone, you won't mention that I want a phone which is going to make me make or receive phone calls. No, it's expected. You just go and buy the phone. And this means that since they are basic and they are expected, this means that they do not create satisfaction when they are fulfilled. They are just there. But if they are not fulfilled, they would create dissatisfaction, of course. So that's why given the one of the examples as maybe your mobile phone, where you expect obvious features like making phone calls or receiving phone calls. If you make a phone call, you won't be excited. You won't be, the satisfaction level won't go higher than what you are, as long as you're able to make the phone call. But once you are unable to receive or make a phone call, then there's a problem. Then dissatisfaction comes in. Then we have performance attributes. These are requirements in which the customer expects a certain level of fulfillment, and anything exceeding that level increases satisfaction. This is a situation where you have got serious relationship between the attributes increasing and satisfaction increasing. They are spoken quite all right. You need to specify those attributes, maybe when you are purchasing. An example is mobile phone having such features as processing storage capacity of a phone being high. You would need to specify the storage capacity of the phone that you need. The smaller the capacity compared to what was required, the less satisfaction to the customer or even dissatisfaction. But if the capacity is higher, then the satisfaction is also higher. They have direct influence on satisfaction of or dissatisfaction of the customer, and they are better fulfilled. The better they are fulfilled, the more satisfied the customer is. Like I've given the example there of a mobile phone. When you go to buy the mobile phone, you may require maybe a certain size, maybe a certain processing speed, certain storage. Those are performance attributes, and these are some of the features that makes your business competitive. If they are really satisfied, the more they are satisfied, the more you have customers. Then we have excitement attribute. These I myself I call them surprises. These are attributes not expected by the customer. So on the other hand, it cannot influence dissatisfaction. Since the customer doesn't know about them, they can't be dissatisfied if those attributes are not there. But on the other hand as well, it has strong positive effect on satisfaction when they are present. An example again is the mobile phone. For example, a mobile phone being able to convert your verbal words into text, maybe even send an email. I think this facility may be appropriate for maybe if you are busy or for the disabled, they are able to maybe type text. Any other feature which is involving innovation, which is completely new from the current existing features. Such attributes are generally unspoken because they are, of course, obvious reasons they are unknown to the customers, and they are important that they give you a competitive edge that you are likely to perform better than your competitors as they excite your customers. We also have in different qualities or attributes. These are features that do not make any difference in the customer's level of satisfaction. And in most cases, these are features which customers rarely or unlikely to use. These days, our mobile phones come with a lot of features. You may find that maybe you're just using 20% of those features. So even if somebody deleted one of the apps on your phone, you may not notice that that application is missing. Those are the indifferent features. They don't make a difference in customer satisfaction. They are very useful. It's very useful to understand these features because they may cut down on the supplier's time on working on such features which are not really useful to the customers. So it's important that you understand the different qualities in terms of their if the reasons why they are indifferent, why they are not making a difference, and on also assess your cost. How much are you producing those items? Is it worth it since they are indifferent? They are not making any difference to the customer satisfaction. There is also reverse qualities. These are qualities which customers have no interest in, and when they are introduced in a product or feature or in a service, the customer may withdraw from that product or service. The customer may not be comfortable with those such features. For example, you decide to put a big speaker in an elderly person's vehicles which are usually bought by elderly people. You may find that such people start deterring, avoiding purchasing such products because they're trying to avoid that noise which comes with from that big speaker. So it's very critical that all these attributes are understood by the supplier, yourself as the supplier or manufacturer or service provider. So to sum it, we have here the Kano graph, which of course has the on the axis, the horizontal axis, we have the performance of you as a supplier, which is ranging from job badly done to job well done. We also have now the y axis, which indicates the satisfaction of the customer, ranging from very satisfied to very dissatisfied. So the curves, according to the attributes, are as follows. We have the expected attribute. Of course, it's below, it's just somewhere between very dissatisfied and very satisfied, and it goes, the curve flattens at a certain point because the customers have the features they expect. But if those features are not there, the customers definitely are dissatisfied. The obvious features, the expected features are not there. If the phone is not able to make a phone call or receive a phone call, definitely the customers will be dissatisfied. We also have the performance attributes, which also, let me just see, the performance attribute, which are features which are spoken, the customer may request from you. They may state the speed of the phone or the laptop. They may state the size of the memory. Those are performance features. And those features, if they are not there, the customer is dissatisfied. But if those features are increased, the customer also satisfaction goes up. This one is proportional. It's the line goes straight. It's one dimension. They also call it one dimensional attribute. The line goes straight. The more you increase those attributes, the more the customer becomes satisfied. Then we have now those surprises. Of course, the extra features. You buy, for example, a phone which comes maybe with other headsets, other features, maybe it's able to do things which are not obvious, things which you did not expect. That's why it's called the unexpected features, the excitement features. These, as you can see on the graph, they are above dissatisfaction. They don't reach any point of dissatisfaction since the customer does not know about them. That's the presentation there. It's above dissatisfaction. Even if they are not there, the customer will never be dissatisfied. But if they are there, they increase customer dissatisfaction and makes your company more competitive. So we have now those which are now inversely, those which reverse. That's the arrow there, the reverse attributes. These, if they are present, the customer becomes dissatisfied. Features which make the customer dissatisfied. And the one feature which we haven't included on the graph are those indifferent. They don't have a graph. They are just somewhere hanging. They don't have any curve. They do not have any linear curve or any other form of presentation, but they are hanging there since they don't make a difference. I can even put them at the central point. So the importance of now this being aware of these features, it makes you easily identify where you need improvement in terms of the attribute of the products you are giving the features. And it also makes you aware on the states of your products. Some attributes, for example, the excitement attribute, with time they change, they move to performance attributes. And also performance attributes with time, they also may change, may move to uh, expected attribute. You might think that it's still a performance attribute, but it becomes expected. The customer obviously expects now a phone with a camera, a phone with an alarm system, a phone with a calculator. Those initially were excitement attributes, but now they are expected. No, not really excite. Yeah, they were excitement attributes, but now they are performance attributes. I can say that, and very soon there will be just expected attributes. Even if you have a phone with a camera, it won't excite or increase the satisfaction of your customers. So that's the importance of it. So enjoy your day. Hope you have understood this type of analysis of customer satisfaction. In the next session, we'll give a detailed Excel analysis of the Kano graph. Thank you very much for paying attention.